Hello, this is Sheshachalam from Ascendant Mysore. Today let us understand the position of Venus in the 8th house and its results. We all know that the 8th house is for longevity, Ayusthana, and the Karaka is Saturn for that. And then 8th house is also for inner desires, the cravings. And there is no Karaka for that because all planets have their different types of cravings, and when they are posited there, they will try to enhance those particular types of cravings or desires. So, what is a craving? A craving is a deep desire that is coming very much inside, what we call as the gut feeling, or we feel like we are happy doing this, we are happy doing that. So, that particular type of a feeling, which the urge which comes from inside, that I want this in my life. So, that particular thing is the craving. It's the very deep desire, the innate desire, what we call. So, the dullest planet with regard to the planetary movement is Saturn, which is very slow. So, when it is positioned in the 8th house, the desires are very much less. Ketu usually, kills the desires by making you desire free, but in certain cases, when the Lagnadipati is posited in a place where you need the urge is there for fulfilling desires, but the 8th house is having Ketu, then what happens is that the person will lose or will not be able to enjoy all the desires, and he will have that dissatisfaction that he will not be able to fulfill his desires. So this is a very important position in a chart, the 8th house, to understand whether the person can control or is in control of his own desires. That is whether he has become obsessive. So Shukra is a beautiful planet, but being placed in the 8th house, it makes certain major modifications in the chart. Like if the 8th house is for it's also for sensual pleasure, then Shukra placed there, which is the planet for sensual pleasure, will convert it to lust. So until and unless the Lagnadipati and the 5th house are strongly posited, the 8th house will start controlling the Lagna and the 5th. The 5th is pure imagination, fertile imagination, and the Lagna is the self, the control, the person himself. So the 8th will start controlling, that is, he will start falling prey to indulgence, prey to addiction, and prey to obsessiveness. So this particular thing is a little tough to understand, but still, when Venus is positioned in the 8th house, the person will usually get attracted towards art, music, in a different way. If it is well posited, let us say it is exalted, it is positioned in the own house, it is positioned in the Mula Trikona or with a benefic or in a friendly house, then the person will very happily get attracted in a nice way towards art, poetry, and all these things. But if it is posited in a malefic position in the 8th house, then this person will get attracted towards it, not like passion, but like lustfulness, obsessiveness, compulsive attraction. So these are difficult to make, to pull the person out of it. We need to counsel the person to come out of it. It is not that easy. So this is also because the 8th is the 4th from the 5th and 5th from the 4th. So it is Sukhasthana for higher education, and it is the 5th house for 4th house. 4th house is qualification, and it is the 5th house for it. That means it is the Purva Punyasthana for the 4th house. So 8th house is a very important house. Shukra being there can make a person go deep into research, into occult, into secret, beliefs and faiths. These people can do a lot of research into scriptural research, going deep into unraveling things. These people have a lot of focus. If it is a strong, beautiful Shukra placed there, then it enhances the belief. There might be a tendency that these people become ritualistically religious. That is, they perform, idol worship, they love idol worship and all these things. So they may tend to, get into methodical ritualistic worship. So that might be sometimes, if people see that, they may feel that these people are old school. But the attachment towards ritualistic worshipping of an idol or a particular belief will be very strongly rooted inside if there is a good strong Venus in the eighth house. So that is a very difficult thing to be pulled out. Nowadays modern culture is like that. If there is a ritualistic, religious function going on, people will think that these people are, having what we call as wrong beliefs, or they are not open, they are too conservative. This is nothing related to conservativeness or anything. This is tradition and customs followed by a particular sect of people. So these people would love to follow it. So they are very good in their education, their intuition, inner seeking for astrology, occult and mystical secrets, or trying to unravel things. These people love to do it. They have problem regarding health because this is the eighth house, this is the third from the sixth house, sixth, seventh, and eighth. That is the third from the sixth house. Sixth house is Rogasthana. The activity which will lead to Roga, is the third house, eighth house, which is the third from the sixth. So, bad practices, lethargy, mismanagement of their own routine, not eating good food, good diet will lead them into difficult health problems like kidney, liver dysfunctions, urinary tract problems, and many more. But these are the strong ones, so that's why I have gone ahead to tell this. The other parts, minor ones, are like the varicose veins, going through pulmonary disorders, going through cardiac difficulties, which is not such great difficulty, but with Venus in the eighth house. But if Sun is badly positioned in the chart, then the cardiac problems, which is related to the heart, will be high, will increase. So if Venus is well placed in its own house or exaltation or in a friendly house, then these people gain through parental property. They get a lot of interest on bank deposits. The money grows. Eighth house will give a lot of money to people if it is well placed. So Venus in the eighth house will give business profits and dividends. The same Venus, if it is badly positioned, just take all these things negatively. That is, if they go into speculation, they will get hit very hard. Though it is the fourth from the fifth, if it is badly posited, better keep yourself away from speculative, that is market, short stock trading, future investments. Be away from it. If it is malefically disposed, these people also tend to argue. They are very quarrelsome and unstable with regard to their job, because they keep jumping from one job to another job because they of the insecurity problem, or also because they are not paid well and they want more money. So this is more an attraction to them, that they would want to become rich rather than the quality of the job, until unless they are into research. So if Venus, let us say, is along with Ketu, it's malefically disposed, but still in the eighth house with Ketu and Venus, who are abstract, there's a lot of difference between the Karakattvas, that is the significations of Venus and Ketu. But in the eighth house, these people can go into extensive research, very good research. It's like, these people are like, they don't even bother for their how they look, what they eat. They are more worried about when they will finish their research and what they would publish. So this is the strength of Venus and Ketu in the eighth house. But still, I will not go into combinations. As I have said, I am just giving you an introduction into combinations, because after we finish Saturn, Rahu and Ketu, then I will come over to combinations of planets as one of the streams where I will be teaching. So, 8th house is the second from the 7th house. So, lustfulness, promiscuity can happen if it is ill-posited. That is, a person can get involved with extramarital affairs if it is badly posited, and the Lagnadipati has to be weak. So, people keep asking me, what is weak, what is strong? Please see the Shadbala of the planet. Please see the Bhavabala of that particular house, the Lagna, the Lagnadipati. If it is placed in a good house with a good planet, the person will have good mindset and good thinking. So these deviations of mindsets and thinking happen because of ill placement. So if it is well placed, then promiscuousness or promiscuity cannot be simply just said that this person will have an affair or anything like that. So if it is ill placed, then there is a tendency. So that is a very strong tendency. So in general, this is not such a great position for Venus to be placed in the 8th house because it gives mixed results, and particularly results with regard to health is a little tough. Thank you very much for today's class.